It looks different.
That's amazing.
Look at all the things we can see in landscape mode. Our friend will be so happy. Does it make you mad that you're...
Look at how much you are thinking about walking.
You know what? You're just trying to discredit the fact that we're in landscape mode on the live that you said couldn't be done.
No.
You made the noise of...
It was the...
Wait, okay, look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Now we can spread
that.
out.
I feel like I got room for
And
activities.
my iPhone has 5
Yeah.
microphones on it, so we could probably even like back up really far and still be
We
heard.
got so much room for activities.
So much room for activities.
A nice spot.
You just tried to spill my coffee, lady.
I did.
She did.
It's okay, but I didn't.
Quit being such a freaking klutz.
Do you think that they can hear us back here?
I found the
No,
best seat.
this is dumb.
I have received a head pat.
You're so pretty.
So pretty.
Have a good one.
I have received a
Hey,
head
the
pat.
rods are a little frozen today. I'm leave them up, roll them up about half an hour. They're like frozen solid right now.
Sweet. Awesome. Bring the ice indoors.
5 degrees.
Good morning, Gordon. Did you have to
Good.
turn your phone sideways?
Freaking morning. Yeah, people are going to be very confused about this.
They're gonna be very few. Well, also the freaking comments. They're tiny.
Holy moly, yeah, they
They're
are.
tiny.
Look at it. Oh,
Now I can read it.
Workman. Phil had like 3 dad jokes this morning.
It's
It
true.
Get out of
was
here.
glorious.
Oh, we can't even see him because the iPhone's so stupid. It only shows you one comment.
At a time. I wonder if we can scroll any better.
It's so stupid.
Wow, I can scroll and it doesn't.
Yeah. But at least
Look at
on
that.
the iPhone.
Hold
But
on.
you don't even know who
Look,
else said good morning.
Good morning, Dad. Good morning. Oh, Gordon's
was-
watching on his desktop, so it's probably nice. Look, we know who's watching. This is awesome. We can bring people on the video.
What was the noise
Well,
that
with-
Android makes?
What'll be nice is what the hell's that saying?
Exactly. He said,
What does it
"Can
say?
Phil even read the comments?"
No, I cannot. They're so far.
But you
they're
know
so,
what we can
they're
do?
so wee.
Look, but you know what we can do is actually scroll up, and it doesn't like the Android does. Look at it.
But what just happened? It went.
Look, Workman says it looks great on a monitor.
Okay.
So
I mean, I agree. This is a frustration of mine because apples are freaking stupid.
Amazing,
But
is what you
apparently,
meant to say.
apparently, Facebook is biased towards Apple and allows them to do landscape video, but not Android.
sucks to suck.
So that's dumb.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I do like the fact because video should always be this way, not freaking vertical. Vertical video is dumb, but
It looks normal.
we don't have. a
Look at
choice.
that. It's beautiful. Look how
It's
much
so
room we have.
beautimous.
And it doesn't even.
Yes, but now we're small, even though all the comments
We're
are
not.
bigger on there. They
We're
are.
not.
So I have no idea what the hell's going on. You're gonna have to. People are gonna have to be looking up your
It's-
nose so you can read the damn comments. It's a good thing you're short.
It says live set.
It's actually telling us who's watching, which is awesome.
My phone does that too.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It does. Not in the comments. It shows up on top.
It just has a picture of their profile.
No, that might be true. I don't know. Maybe
Anyway.
that's true. But thank you for commenting. I have no idea what you're saying. So hi.
Because you can't see.
I can't see it. It's too little.
He's bitter.
Is there? Can you not make that bigger?
I don't know. We're not going to bore the peoples with it right now.
Too late.
Anyway, they be sassy.
What's that say?
I was talking to the Facebook people while you guys were arguing in the comment section. Hi guys. Baby said.
So what are we talking about today, Elizabeth, aside from your inferior phone having superior video capabilities
And microphone.
associated with Facebook?
I'm really excited to see if they could hear us all the way over there, running our mouths. Good morning, Lou. It's really weird to call you Lou. I'm on my.
Oh, see? Oh,
I'm up.
man.
But look,
Whoa, it went away! Keep commenting super fast so she can't read them. Just like mash. Oh, I need my phone.
If
got
I'm
phone
on my
now.
work computer,
I
it
can
looks
mash
good.
the keyboard.
Vinnie is still trying to hide off the side. Yeah, yes, he is.
I'm gonna mash the keyboard.
If I rotate my Android, I can't see the comments. Make the comments the size of Phil's red dot. Interpretation. All right, let's just. Hello. Oh boy. Oh, if I bring you on the video.
What's gonna happen?
Look at all these people watching.
If you didn't know this was
Let's see if this works.
Oh, so
Wait.
it only allows you to go landscape if you Drew dog.
What the hell happened?
Drew dog.
Who's a true dog?
Hey, Drew Dog.
Drew
That's
dog
your
invited
nickname
him.
today.
But I can't do it.
Nickname.
God, would you quit bumping into me? I can't do it. It won't work.
That's because your phone's inferior.
This is an everyday problem.
Mm-hmm.
Damn
You
it.
declined the video invitation. It's okay. It's all right.
Try, Liz. You try it again.
I can't.
I'll let you.
I don't know what the hell's going on. This is the only. I'm gonna have to sit over here and read.
Oh, there we go. We're being added.
Why are you Drew Dog? Drew Dog.
Maybe that means they sent me a refurbished iPhone, and it still works better than your Android.
It does not. It works better than your Android because you dropped it and broke the screen multiple times.
Okay, Drew Dog. Calm yourself, Drew Dog.
I can't. It don't work.
Anyway,
Oh, well.
so
What
the
the hell?
training team has finally discovered this thing called technology.
Nope.
No, still
Nope.
working on that one.
You're old.
Anyway, so we're talking about ammunition today and what kind of ammo should you. I went back and forth on what to title it because there's a couple different ammo types and what you're doing with it matters. So, what kind of gun or what kind of ammo are you going to carry in your gun if you're just walking downstairs to go shoot a drill?
Depends.
Hold on. I gotta
It
go check.
depends.
I think
It
one of my
depends.
students is short.
If you're going downstairs to shoot a drill, depends on what gun you're doing said drill with. Because if it's your carry gun, then technically the gun would be loaded with your JHPs until you get downstairs, which then you would unload to put in your target shooting ammo to run the drill. But if it's just a range toy gun that's a safe queen, then you probably don't even have it loaded. It's just in your bag. And then you're going to put FMJs in it when you get downstairs to run the drill. So it depends.
That was Vinnie math.
That was Vinnie Mouth.
So, what are JHPs, Vincent?
Them jacketed hollow points.
What? And
Them
what,
jacketed hollow points.
what do them jacketed hollow points do?
They
Why are they
expand
special?
on impact to
They
reduce the
expand?
risk of
They explode?
penetration.
Do they explode?
I mean, define explosion.
Oh, here we go.
Do they
Deep thoughts.
do they explode open? Arguably, yes. But I could also describe exploding open as expanding.
Mm.
But an explosion is an expansion.
I think that technically the only explosion that's technically
Technically
primer.
speaking,
is the primer
that's true.
that lights the gunpowder.
Mm,
And then when the projectile
it's going sideways.
is going side, hits something, it expands.
It expands. But it expands to dump its energy and slow down. That is the purpose.
Philium, can you do us a favor?
No. What's up?
Can you go grab the hollow point, the bullet bouquet of the desk?
The bullet what?
It's a bullet bouquet. It's in the classroom.
The bullet.
I probably
bouquet.
did.
It's the most confusing
Yes,
statement.
maximum, but that's literally what it's called.
No.
The maximum transfer of energy. Yes. So once it hits something, unlike a full metal jacket,
Poke
which
nice
is
clean
the-
holes.
yeah, they look like little torpedoes. Those full metal jackets just keep going through and through. The lead bullet is completely surrounded by a copper jacket or some sort of metal jacket that helps the lead retain its shape. Lead's actually really soft and pliable. You could push into it with your thumbnail and start to deform the metal. So they cover in that copper jacket to help it retain its shape. Hollow points are hollow at the tip and will allow it to expand whenever it hits something.
Where the heck's the camera at? Found it. Look at that.
So those are real hollow points that have been expanded. I believe they just shot them in like a 55-gallon drum of water and they expanded out. I think there's 240s and a 9, but it's a pretty cool way to see what a hollow point does. It doesn't necessarily. There are bullets that fragment. They break into many pieces. I don't think that those are, I don't think that that's a good choice for ammo. A lot of people would consider using those for reliability of it not going through something, when in fact they are less reliable than hollow points are. In most of the trials and tests that I've seen, the fragmenting bullets are just pressed together, usually copper or something, and they press it together really tight. And a lot of times, if it doesn't hit with enough energy, or if it just doesn't work as intended, which is always a possibility, whether it's hollow points or anything, they actually act more like a full metal jacket, and they will go through and through without that fragmentation. So jacket hollow points have been around for a long time, and they have a lot of research behind them, and the best for self-defense.
Yeah, to be clear, I like, that fragmenting rounds for other reasons, for shooting steel up close, that sort of thing. But I think there's some good potential for them in the self-defense realm, because they're a lot lighter, so you get more speed and all that. But until they've been around for longer and having a proven track record with a bunch of shoots from law enforcement agencies or something, I personally would steer a little bit more clear of those. I'd stick with the more tried and true.
We got important comments in here.
I'm not really a fan of any exotic cartridges for self-defense, just because I want things to.
The internet has spoken.
Good morning, friends. We need to bully Phil into bringing back the beard.
I agree with you. And more importantly, Gordon says you got to put a small pistol primer in your hollow point.
Oh, dang.
It got spicy.
Yeah. How does that work?
Airplanes would fight you on hollow points versus frangible argument. Just saying, airplane lives matter too. And that's
Fair.
I've heard that argument also in hospitals, security and law enforcement as well. I have just not seen. Maybe it's just because the lack of testing, and they're not super common. So I haven't seen a ton behind it, but I have seen quite a few of them fail to fragment out. Technology's
Now,
come a long way
even if it does go through and through in an airplane, and it hits something harder, like the skin of the airplane, and can come apart, well, that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there could be some validity there. It just, does it work as efficiently at stopping a threat as quality traditional hollow points, federal HST, critical duty, whatever.
Man, so they're going to have the velocity, because they're usually much lighter,
Yep.
flying much faster, and velocity is where you get the
No,
a
it's
lot
not.
of the temporary wound cavity.
It's a combination. It's
Of
a
both.
balancing act of mass and velocity. So, because you could have something that's moving really fast, that's super light, and it's not going to do as much damage as something else that's moving the same speed, that's heavier, right? So it's a balancing act,
For
right?
sure. So
It does the extra speed that it gets, and just making up numbers, I have no idea what they are, but if a regular, HST is traveling 1,500 feet per second,
HST is a hollow point.
yeah, and brand A fragmentation round is traveling 1,800 feet per second, but the 1,500 feet per second is 132 grains, and this is 100 grains. Does its ability to open up versus fragment make enough difference? Are they equal? I don't know the answer
So
to that.
I guess, and ammo is not my strength for sure. So I'm asking this to learn as well. So when you look at the 22 LR versus the 223,
Sure.
Same diameter bullet, obviously traveling at a couple thousand feet per second faster out of the AR. Obviously the temporary cavitation, the energy from that bullet moving so much faster causes much more of the stopping effect.
Yeah.
So again, like at what point?
At what point? But see, there's a major difference there. Again, just for round easy numbers, you're looking at 22 at 1,000 feet per second versus 5.56 at 3,000
yeah, for sure.
per second. So that's a huge increase in speed. You're not taking a 9 mil bullet from 1,500 feet per second to 4,500 feet per second,
Right,
which would
yeah.
be the same relationship.
That
So
makes sense.
you're only bumping it by a few percentage points in speed, but you're also losing ground because you lose mass. But then if the projectile design, because it's not as simple as mass and velocity, because the projectile design plays a huge role as well. Because if you have a 124 grain 9 mil ball ammo is going to hit way differently at the exact same speed than 124 grain HST, right? So the projectile design matters as well. But,
Yeah. And what Lou just said, 223 longer shape technically still has more mass too.
yeah,
Most
but if
we're
we're
55 grain compared to 40.
40.
yeah,
So
if
it's
we're
similar, but
even
it
if
is
we
still
make them
more.
the same, you know,
Yeah.
both of them are shooting 47 grain projectiles.
Yeah.
Just simply because the one has substantially more speed, 3 times the speed, it's gonna be substantially more damage.
So Dorian says, for me, HST 45 ACP. So again, HST is Federal's hollow point, their flagship hollow point, I guess. Winchester Ranger T 40 Smith & Wesson HST 9mm. Still doing more homework on 9mm. The 40 Smith & Wesson ammo is serious, and also quite a bit of recoil too. You know, getting into without getting into the
That's
caliber
Yeah.
debate.
Whole nother
Yeah, it is.
conversation.
It is.
No, here, I'm just gonna stop
Run.
all the internet debates right now.
Phil's right.
40 belongs in a garbage can. 9 mil should be on a little pedestal.
The internet's mad.
Cost extra simply because it's so freaking awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so awesome.
So
The
awesome.
internet's gonna go.
Yes. How dare you?
The internet's gonna blow up right now.
All right, so let's dial it back a little bit to simplicity. Training.
The original conversation.
When I first asked Vinny, like, what ammo is he carrying downstairs
It
to go shoot
depends.
his gun? He's like, well, this
It
is my
depends.
concealed carry gun. I should be shooting my hollow points and all this other stuff. Like, all right, back
Hold
up.
up, yeah.
Hold up. So,
anyways,
on that note, if you're going to go practice and you want to shoot a lot of rounds and you want to work on your trigger control or you want to work on presentation, whatever you're working on, drawn from your holster, put some full metal jackets in your gun. In most cases, put full metal jackets in your gun. You should shoot your hollow points. The specific type of hollow points that you carry in your gun, you should run it through your gun at least a full magazine at a rapid pace to make sure that your gun cycles them correctly. And definitely so you know what they feel like. They do feel a little bit differently, and you should definitely be aware of that.
oh my god.
But stop and power.
Stop and power.
How dare you, sir? There's a place for 40 Smith and Wesson in my life.
Yes.
I bet there is.
Carry a hammer. That's all you just a hammer.
It said features on
That,
it.
Yeah.
that stop power.
There you go.
So I want to get into the calibers, but I don't.
I do, but I don't.
You really don't.
But I always do.
So
So why if you buy a new gun today and it's going to be for home defense or concealed carry, what ammo do you get?
well, I get both. I get training ammo so I can shoot it that day or come back and train with it. Because you get 10% off when you buy a gun, you can get 10% off some ammos. So I'm going to buy full metal jackets for practice. And then I'm also going to buy jacketed hollow points, often specified as JHP on the box.
So if you're brand new to gun, my suggestion, brand new to handguns, my suggestion would not be to buy extra ammo, extra hollow points, and just go run them through your gun.
Yeah.
Right. Learn how to use your gun first. But then if you bought Hornady critical defense for your defensive ammo, you should pick up an extra box of that, load up a magazine, and just run it and just see.
Yeah.
If you're already a shooter and you're buying something new and
Brian says, will the likeness ever be broadcast in IMAX?
I like
next week when Android comes out with a new phone.
Right. Anyway. So
Anyway,
shoot full metal jackets. FMJ. Let me get what box were you? They all don't look like they're backwards.
it's because your iPhone's stupid. The camera's not in the middle, Liz.
Well,
FMJ right
if
there,
if you flip it over, it'll be the right
Yeah,
way.
flip
but
it over.
upside down.
You're welcome for my math.
um,
Where's your makeup mirror?
what?
Where's your makeup mirror? You could.
Have you ever seen me wear makeup?
Yeah. Well, you're a girl. You should have a makeup mirror, and you could show the mirror with the ammo, and
They could
then
read it.
everybody could read it. Nobody
Yeah,
could read it. You
right.
should have come prepared, Elizabeth.
Uh-huh. Dory says the real question is, should your training ammo be the same grain as your self-defense ammo? I personally don't all the time, but I hear the argument. I think that there's some validity to that. If you really recognize the difference between the grains, I don't.
I would 100%
He does.
challenge you.
No,
He does.
I would challenge you to bring 3 different boxes of ammo. I would also challenge you to bring from the same manufacturer, buy a box today, and then in a year, buy another box. And then 124 grains, 115 grains, and we write down the 3 or 4 different boxes of ammo you have. I load it up in your magazine. You shoot 3 shots. You're like, okay, that was Federal 115, Federal 115.
Not like that, but you can tell a difference. My point is some people can tell a difference, some people can't. I can't. I don't really pay attention that much. I just buy the ammo that's on the shelf. I go upstairs and shoot my gun. I really don't care that much. But there are some people that are like, that you notice those little things, and especially if you're from a reliability standpoint, a 147 might not, your gun might not cycle that.
Yeah, there you start getting into issues with total, the overall length of a cartridge and being at the max and all that stuff. Here's where I was going with that, is that range ammo. Let me back up for a second. If this is self-defense ammo, this is HST, and you buy a box today and a box tomorrow, or a box in a month, or a box from us and a box from somebody else 3 miles away, they're probably going to be very, 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 very close to the same. If you buy a box of 50 rounds of ball ammo from us and from somebody else, they could be vastly different. Same manufacturer, same weight, just because their quality control is not the same on that range ammo. That's one of the reasons why it's so much less expensive. It might have a little bit more powder, or they ran out of this powder and now they use this powder, a different lot. So it's, to me, there's no reason to carry 132 grain. There's some of those weird sizes for hollow points in 9mm. 132 grain, and then try to find 132 grain ball ammo.
Yeah.
There's no point to it. Is really where I'm going.
So
It doesn't matter.
When I took Scott's class, I was shooting 115 S&B, and he said, "Why are you shooting that spicy shit?" And he gave me a box of, I think they were 140. 147s.
147.
Yeah, there were 47.
And I mean, they were loaded a little differently. They,
We've got just a couple minutes.
but there was a massive difference.
Yeah.
Massive difference.
Because they were loaded purposely for competitive shooting. When you get this highly mass produced stuff, they're trying to make sure it runs and everything. So it's almost always going to be
On the top
hot.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they want to try to make sure that it's going to cycle as much stuff as they can.
That makes sense.
When you start getting into boutique ammo, you can start to have issues, just like you can with hollow points and that sort of stuff. A little bit different argument, only because they're in the competitive world, they're trying to meet a minimum speed,
Sure.
right? For power factor and whatever stuff I don't really understand. But if it has to be, this grain weight and moving this at, 997 feet per second, that's what they're going to try to hit, is 997, right? They don't want it to be 999, because
Right.
that's putting too much juice. So
I get it. Their game
Yeah,
is strategy.
Yeah,
and stuff.
It's what it is.
so that's a different argument. I just don't think there's any real reason to struggle to try to find the same grain weight as what you carry. Shooting your gun is way more important.
Yeah, absolutely.
I 100%
Like,
agree.
you go buy the ammo that you can to go shoot your gun. If you're at the point where you get to play with all that stuff and it makes sense for you to
Congrats.
do
Yep.
be very specific on the ammo that you
Get into
buy, then
reloading.
go for it.
That's what you do there.
And then work on your
But I mean,
malfunctions. But
There's some truth to, if you carry 124 plus P plus rounds and you shoot 115
it's a
grain
higher
target ammo,
pressure round plus P.
there is
it's a
going
higher-
to be a very noticeable
Oh,
field
sure.
difference
Sure.
between.
Yeah.
there's going to be a very noticeable. So it's important that if all you ever train is with that target ammo and you expect it to shoot the exact same as that defensive ammo, not always true, but if you're shooting 115 grain target ammo, 115 grain Hornady critical duty,
Here's what we need to
pretty
do
much
too.
the same.
What about zeros?
Zeros will change.
That'll
Yeah.
definitely.
I
Zeros
need to
will
shoot a
change.
video on that because I was just
Brainwave
zeroing my new
will
dot
change.
yesterday, and I was thinking about that. Like, I need to buy some new self-defense ammo,
Yeah, me
and
too.
I thought maybe I'll zero with the range ammo. I don't even remember what it was I used, some CCI or something. And then I'll shoot my Hornady stuff at it,
Well,
and then buy something new and try shooting that to see how it zeros and
Yeah.
see what it looks like.
So Gordon has a good question. Maybe we can touch on it real quick, but at typical self-defense ranges, does differences in bullet weight make much difference? Good morning, mother. And if your gun is ported and or comped, noticeable. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Practice, training, and tactics repeat. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So I would say the ammo choice difference making a difference at different distances. A whole lot of.
I don't think that
I don't think
meant-
it makes much of a difference to make a difference.
Yeah.
It's
Outside
not
of
enough.
shootability,
Yes.
right?
just to be able to shoot your gun.
Yes, that's what matters.
Quality ammo that's going to expand, that you can control and be accurate with.
And
Yeah.
be reliable in your gun,
Yeah.
because
Gotcha.
147s, the bullet sticks out of the casing a little bit more. Maybe your chamber's on the tighter end of the tolerance, and you might not be able to run 147s reliable. So
Making
sometimes the Hornadies, like with the little ballistic tip in there, I've had a Glock that wouldn't feed those. So that says something. Glocks will typically feed anything. So just whenever you choose your hollow points, do your research, find what makes sense. The
And get
balance
shoot
between
your gun.
the balance between the bullet size and the pressure behind it matters for penetration and things like that, but not as much as you think. So
Fritz, good morning.
stay away from exotic ultimate decimators and rest in peace bullets and all that crap. Don't try to look like a serial killer when you're out there on them streets.
Exotic, and it's painted in like leopard print or something.
Yes.
Yes.
Or zebra,
I want to.
whatever you're into. So that's about it. Good morning, Ritz.
Okay,
Moral of
we
the
gotta
story.
go.
Shoot guns.
I
Gotta
got
go.
Vinny's got to go.
I
You can
gotta
stay here
go.
by yourself. We got work to do. You have to just stand there and
Do
mock
nothing.
us or something.
Yeah.
Actually, you
what
have
I
a
do.
meeting to go to.
Yep.
All right.
We gotta go.
You guys be awesome. You need something, come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri, 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. Stay safe. Be nice to one another. And we will catch you soon.
That delay though.
Toodles.